On Tuesday of this week, Donald Trump did an interview with Joe Kernan on CNBC's Squawk Box, where Kernan, who by the way is definitely not an anti-Trump guy, was forced to fact-check Donald Trump repeatedly when the President of the United States continued to lie his face off during this telephone interview. It all started with Kernan having to point out to Donald Trump that he's wrong about when the labor statistics were in fact edited or revised downwards by the Biden administration. Trump claims it was in November, right before the election, but in reality, it was August. In fact, Kernan said, moving on to your claim that the revision helped Biden hurt you for the 800,000, it was in August. There's still plenty of time for voters to see those weren't real jobs after the election in November. And then Trump, when fact-checked, told you're wrong about this, Trump says, I believe it was in November, something. There was a massive revision downward. But let's get back to Texas because you said you were going to say something else. I get the highest vote in the history of Texas, a record that they say won't be beaten unless I run again. Are you going to run again? That's weird. He's asking himself, are you going to run again? Again, that was Trump. So he's flustered at this point, right? He can't form cogent sentences, right? Completely incoherent, talking about the 2024 election in Texas, which nobody was talking about. Kernan was trying to fact check you about lying about the Biden Bureau of Labor Statistics. So then Kernan tries to get it back on track, and he's like, overall poll numbers. You don't have the best you've ever had. And overall poll numbers, I cited one of those. I have the best poll numbers I've ever had among Republicans. He's quoting Trump there. And then Trump says, I have poll numbers where I'm 71%. I have the best poll numbers. And then Kernan says, those are among Republicans, you know. And then Trump cuts him off and he says, no, among Republicans, 94 and 95%. No, I'm talking about generally. Let me put it this way. There was a gentleman on Harry Emden yesterday on CNN. It's Harry Enton. And he went crazy over how well Trump is doing. I have to stop right there because no, that didn't happen. Harry Enton has been consistent with holy hell, these are the worst numbers I've ever seen. He wasn't freaking out this week because, oh my God, Trump's doing well. Look at this. This is amazing. That literally didn't happen.